20 years, only one company have been among the top 6 companies by market capitalization in Wall Street. This company is Microsoft. They have been among these top companies for 20 years. And to do so, what they have done is a lot of killer products. Let's see some examples, like Windows XP, Office 365, Outlook, Xbox, Minecraft, Windows Server, Visual Studio, Bing, Microsoft Surface, Microsoft Teams, and even more products than this. You can see products to do a personal computer, to do professional services, video games, or even a searcher or email. So they have done a lot of products. This strategy about doing more than one product helped them to grow from 28 millions of annual revenue to 125 millions of annual revenue, growing even year by year, all the years, almost. But this strategy is not just luck, like they find these 10 super killer products. No, what they have done is a lot of products, and with a lot, I mean a lot. They terminate in this time 302 products. You have here the distribution between the different categories. So, but with this philosophy, each of these products have bring some revenue, and among the time they have changed the product, bringing more revenue. This is something that we should do all in our companies. We tend to focus in one product, but we should do probably more than one product. So I'm Andrea, Director of Product at Ontruck, and with this talk, I'm going to show you how to do product discovery, why we do it in Ontruck, and how to link the product discovery with the revenue of the company, not only with the product area. Ontruck, it's a young startup, or let's say more or less 4 years old, that put in contact people or companies that want to move goods with transport or carriers that have space in their trucks. So yeah, it's kind of Uber for trucks. We operate in Madrid, Barcelona, Paris, London, and Amsterdam. And it's all online. So we have a web app where the shippers can place orders, and we have a mobile app where the drivers receive the orders and we link them and we route them. This whole online supply chain is not the usual in the industry. But freight transportation is huge. So we are very competitive in regional shipments. So we do, let's say, Madrid, or Paris, or palletized good. We only move things if they are in a pallet. This way it's easier to standardize and know how many of them fit in a truck, and to give a price, and yeah, it's easier, and to know what truck do you need, because there are a lot of trucks. This freight transportation industry is very complex. And also we focus a lot on spot. It means that usually in the industry, to reach an agreement with a carrier, you need to commit to do several orders. With us, if you have one single order today and we know nothing about you in 3 weeks, it's okay. Yeah. So one single order is okay for us. And also we do same day and next day. It means that in 2 hours, we can put a truck in your pickup, which is very competitive, and the industry doesn't do it usually. Okay, so here in this area, we know our user and our business quite good. Yeah, we know what to offer to them. We offer immediate and dynamic pricing, because if you are in a rush and you need an order in 2 hours, to have a price instantly is very important. And usually to have a price, what you have to do in logistics is to call the carrier or send an email, and then you have an email back, or you call him and they say, okay, I'm going to check, and then they call you again. So it takes time. We do price instantly. We track all of the order. We have an app that all the drivers have in the truck or in the mobile. So we know when they are going to the pickup, when they are going to the drop off, where they are, which is very important because if you are moving goods regional in a city, the journey will be below 2 hours or 1 hour and a half. So if we are going to be late by 10 minutes, it could mean a lot. And you can get stuck in a traffic jam or a lot of things can happen in a city. So it's very important for the shipper. And also we route the order. We do routing, both automatic and manual routing. Because it's not only about knowing the user, but about knowing the business. And this way, we increase the margins. Logistics is a low margin industry. With this, we try to do more margin. So we put together some orders from different shippers, and we assign them to one carrier as a single order, and then we increase the margin for all the partners. But also, this is our product. What is happening in the company is not exactly this. Yeah, we have immediate and dynamic pricing, and our sales teams is selling also contracts. Contracts is something that they go with the shipper and they reach an agreement. Yeah, I'm going to do this amount of order per week, and the price is going to be this price, and it's a static price. So the dynamic pricing is useless in this case. Also, we do tracking of all the orders, but we are selling collection and distribution. If you want to work with groceries or supermarkets, what they do is usually they have a warehouse close to the city. So you do the pickup in the warehouse, and then the truck goes to all the supermarket close to them, doing the distribution. Since the people in the supermarket doesn't have access to the app, the tracking is useless. They know nothing. So we are not adding any value there. And we have routing, so we increase the margins, but we are selling also dedicated vehicles. Dedicated vehicles is something that a shipper wants a vehicle for all the day, let's say a trailer, and they are going to do whatever they want with the trailer. We are blind to it. So we cannot route it, and we cannot make margin with this product. So also, we were optimizing our product. The company needed new products to grow the revenue, because what sales was trying to do with this new offering is bringing more revenue to the company, and we were not helping there. So it's something that usually happens in startups. No? The first product at startup is an innovation. You go from 0 to 1, but few times it is enough to carry them from seed to IPO. You have to innovate several times. It's very rarely you can do it with one product. But the startups often forget how to innovate after the first success. And it's what's happening to us. You can see even in, like, let's say, all the startups. You see Amazon and the net revenue of Amazon. You can see the blue part is the online Amazon with their core business, and it's growing. But on top of it, they are putting more product lines or more products. They are putting web services, they are putting subscriptions like Amazon Prime, or they are putting physical stores like Walmart. So they are adding more type of products to their offering. Okay, and adding new products bring new revenue, but it doesn't mean that you have to forget about your core product. As you see, your core product is growing. So it's a balance. You have to work in both. To do so, we decide to start to do product discovery at Ontruck. For us, it's very useful if we put a name on it, because then we can tell the company, hey, we are doing product discovery. If you are going to start a new service, if you are going to sell, collect, and distribution, let us know. We can do product discovery. And they start to know. With a name, we can make the space. And also looking ourselves and seeing what we have did at the beginning for our first innovation and all the times that we have tried, we found that with 4 steps, we could do it. We can, so we have not only a name to say, hey, we are going to do product discovery, but also we can let the company what to expect. It's not like, hey, I'm going to sell contracts. Yeah, but here are the people product to do a product discovery, so it's going to take super long. No, no, no. It's going to take this step, and this step, so you can know what to expect, and you can talk with your clients with more or less scale. But before going through the steps, some considerations about product discovery. Product discovery should be to when the product could reach product market fit. We use it only when the product could reach product market fit. Otherwise, it's useless. I mean, if you are doing something for help customer service or sales to do something inside your organization, you don't need product market fit because they don't have an option. I mean, they cannot say, hey, I'm not going to use your product, I'm going to use this another product. So this is not a product discovery. It's like a product build or whatever. And probably it's very important to build it, but it's not a discovery. And if you are doing a discovery and you want to reach product market fit, probably you need to measure, hey, I'm reaching product market fit. I have to say that it's very hard to know, and it's very hard to measure it. But if you have doubts, like, did I reach product market fit? Probably you didn't. Yeah. And as I say, adding new product is about bringing new revenue to the company. So revenue is a very good metric to measure it. And if you cannot use revenue, you can use a number of clients using it. The goal of product discovery is to understand the customers and develop something that fits perfectly their needs. So you have to understand the customers and the market and build something around it. And so you have time to do it and to test it. And it is a funnel. As any other innovation, it is a funnel. So it's also a process to terminate something if you feel that it's not going to work. Like, hey, it looks like we don't have to enter in the market. Right? You can terminate it. It looks like we cannot delight customers. Okay, it's a good time to terminate it. Remember, to build nothing is way cheaper than to invest in building something that at the end doesn't bring any value or even reduce your margin or make your users add friction to them. So let's go with the steps. First step is exploration. Okay, it's about understanding the situation from the perspective of the users and also the market. So it means a lot of interviews with users that are your clients, but also users that are not your clients. And also to understand the market. You could do market analysis by yourself. You can buy another market analysis. You can do interviews with experts. You need to gather as much information as you can to be an expert on the field. So you can answer, hey, if we enter this market, can we capture it? How much are we going to capture? And it's something that we have to steal from somewhere, or are we going to create this market? Because the strategy is going to be different. Okay, let's see an example. We decide to start to do long haul international. As I say, we are doing regional mainly, but we wanted to do more product, and one potential product was moving goods, let's say, from Madrid to Barcelona, not to Barcelona because it's international, from Madrid to Paris or Barcelona to London. Okay, we saw that some of our clients were doing it already, and they want to have just one provider. So one provider does everything. So it's a good place to enter the market. Also, we have people in the company with the knowledge because they have done it in the past. So, and doing analysis, we learned that the average ticket is huge compared with the regional tickets, but it has also low margins. So we can try to increase the margin as we have done with Soho. And also we understood that our best position is in doing export from Spain to France and Germany, from mainly carrying vegetables and fruits from Mediterranean corridor to these countries, France and Germany, and also doing imports from all Europe to Spain, because after going to Europe with the vegetables, the carriers wants to come back to Spain to carry again more vegetables. It's very well paid. So we have after the exploration, we have a market we can enter. And then we need to build a value proposition. No? What are the key points we can offer to delight the users? So they are going to buy us instead any competitor or another provider. In long haul, what we discover is that they want also price and commitment very fast, as in short haul, but they have more time, because what they were doing is, okay, I have to do this order, so I send it to some providers, and the first provider answering is what is going to win the deal. And we learned that they take more than two hours or more to answer. So if you answer in less than 2 hours, for the shipper is awesome, and usually you win the deal. Then also we learned that since they are producers, they need to proactive communication going to the pickup, going to the warehouse. They need to know if you are arriving on time or not, or if you are not going to arrive. So to be very proactive. But once you leave the warehouse with the goods, they don't care. I mean, they assume that you are going to reach the client, and since it is a journey of 2 to 3 days, it doesn't matter if you are like, let's say 2 hours late. 2 hours late in 3 days is not late. Okay, so they don't care about this. It's only about the pickup. And also they have peaks along the year, and they need you to be able to assure the service in the peaks. An example is something that a shipper is that makes beer, and in the summer they have a peak. So what they want in the peak is you answering it, so they don't have to look for another provider, while they have to focus mainly in what they produce, which is beer. In their peak season, they want to be super focused on their core market or core activity. Okay. After this, with a proof of, with the value proposition, you have to test it with a proof of concept. It is a lot of manual work with product, tech, and business together to learn as much as possible. This phase is about learning, so you have to do a lot of work, manual work, and it's really good if you can involve not only, let's say, product people, like the product designer or the product manager, of course, are going to be there, but developers, because they are going to learn what to do, and they are going to have ideas for later directly from the field. Okay, but the target is not to create something to scale. It's just to prove the hypothesis you have with the value proposition. So yeah, with an example, you have to you don't have to build like proper, let's say, product yet. For example, to provide a price in 2 hours, we build a pricing tool which was a Google Sheet and a Slack channel. So you can ask in a Slack channel about the price, and it answers. So even I, that I know nothing about pricing in logistics international, I can ask the channel, and I can talk with a shipper and provide an answer in timely. Also, we had to solve some operational issues, and instead of doing something like building something in our system, we started to use Airtable and Typeform to ask the carrier for some documents we needed to do the orders. And saying we wanted to be super proactive in the pickup, as I say, we use calls and emails. And we were doing it by yourself. So you talk with the shipper directly, and you know their reaction. You know if you are calling too much or too few, if they are happy, if they are like pissed off because you are late or whatever. And with this, we also did a catch up, or we do a catch up every week to review the growth. This is about growth mainly, and the issues. Yeah, so we know if we can solve or not the issues, because if maybe there are issues like we never will be able to solve, it's also time to terminate it. Or if the issues imply that our value proposition is not the correct value proposition because they are having another complaint, it's time to change it. After this, when you prove the value proposition, you can move to MVP. MVP, we call MVP the phase when we try to test, let's say, business viability. So we not only can delight our customers, but reach profitability by doing so. As an example, we were doing collection and distribution, and our shippers were super happy with it. They are like, hey, it's amazing to work with us on this, but we never reached positive margin. So we were doing it, or Shipper were super happy, but we were losing money. It's not a good product to maintain. So yeah, you have to consider it. And in the MVP, we do this. And also you start to invest more in this phase. For example, in long haul, we started to adapt our existing tools. Instead of using Airtable and Typeform, we started to put this document and this process in our tools. So you have to actually do coding. Also, we create a new tool for quoting, because we were doing quotes through Slack, but it's not enough, or it's not good for sales, and it's especially very bad if you are going to show it to a shipper. It doesn't build any trust. So we build a new tool. But not only product and tech invest on it, also business started to invest, because the value proposition is tested and it looks like it works. So we hire some specialists on this field to do to send order or to move goods international in Europe. You have some specialists in the field, and we invest hiring some of them. And we add in to our weekly review, not only the growth and the issues, but the margin, because now we want to make it profitable. So we started to review the margin week over week. I have to say that it is working. We started like 10 months ago. We are still maintaining it. We are thinking on opening more lanes, and we have reached positive margin even with the coronavirus in the middle. So it's okay. So let's go through the steps again. Exploration, to understand the clients and the market. Value proposition, to set a statement about what will delight the customers. Proof of concept, a lot of manual work to test the value proposition. And MVP, to reach business viability and to know if you can make it profitable. Yeah? And remember, it is a funnel. In each step, you can decide to terminate the product. And if you have to terminate it, the earlier, the better. Okay. We are talking about product discovery, so you think that we were not talking about Apple, you were wrong. Okay. As you see, you can imagine that Apple did a lot of product discovery, of course. I'm going to talk about the last years where they are doing product discovery, maybe in a way what we didn't realize. Okay, the blue, red, and yellow areas are the Mac, the iPad, and the iPhone. They're products that normally we associate with Apple. But as you see, what is growing is the green one, which is the services. They are creating Apple Music, App Store, Mac Store, iCloud, iTunes, Apple Books, Apple Pay, and Apple Care, and more services around it. And with it, although the revenue of their core products is decreasing, they are maintaining overall the net revenue. So also you can use the product discovery to foresee if some of your products are going to start to decrease in terms of revenue or users, and start to add more product on top of it, so you maintain your overall revenue. Because as I say, it's product discovery is about delight customers, add value to your customers, but also bring revenue to the company. It's very important. So, conclusions. Innovate several times to scale. Okay, do not fall in love with your first product and get stuck to it. Evaluate if in the company people are selling different things, because then you have a misalignment and maybe there is an opportunity there, or maybe you have to be leading this from product, or at least putting a process like discovery. Create a space to do product discovery. As I say, for us, it works is you put a name and a process so people know what to expect from you. And again, the more you explore, the more options for success. Remember that to build these 10 killer products, Microsoft had to terminate 300 products. So yeah, you have to try way more things than the things you have in your portfolio. Thanks for listening. Here is my email. Ping me if you have any questions or comment. Thank you.